this looks silly. I wish I would have bought that white rhinestone sweater, you know, that would have been perfect for tonight.
Where would you put it? Your closet's full already. And besides, I like this outfit that you have on.
Yeah, but everybody's seen this one. Sorry I didn't help with the dishes.
You know, with your schedule, I'm going to have to hire one of those girls from the college to come and help with the serving.
Oh, Mom, that'd be great. You know, I'd help pay her salary.
What I want is for you to stay home and help me yourself. But I guess there's no point wishing for that anymore.
Mom, for the first time in my life, I'm finally getting the chance to meet some people that I've always wanted to meet. I mean, my whole life's different now.
Honey, you're always wanting more.
What's wrong with wanting more? I mean, what's wrong with wanting more while you're still young enough to enjoy it?
Nola, you know what happens to girls your age that run off chasing rainbows all the time? They end up heartsick and disappointed, honey.
Well,
except in those movies you're always watching.
Well, my life's not going to end up like that. You'll see it's going to have a happy ending.
Yeah, that's what your father always said. You know what happened to him?
Well, I'm not going to end up like that. I'm going to find a way to get the best out of everything.
I hope so. Honey, all I ever wanted was for you to be happy.
Oh, Mom. I'll be happy.
Good. Oh, listen, I'm not getting the dishes done standing here and talking to you. Honey, can I say one more thing?
Yeah?
Listen, that Floyd Parker is a very nice man, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. Now, if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't let him go running off by himself if I knew he wanted to be with me.
Mom, you don't understand at all. I've met a lot of new friends at Cedars.
Have a good time.
It was one of the most difficult decisions I ever had to make. But Dr. Fisher was right. If I was going to cope with the problems, I had to get away from Springfield.
I'm sorry things got so difficult for you back there, but if you're getting the help you need, that's what counts. And Philip and Justin are going to be just fine.
I hope so. I've learned something from my sessions with Dr. Burnham.
Yeah? What?
If you're dishonest about one major thing in your life, one major personal thing, it magnifies every other problem that comes along.
I've never known you to be dishonest about anything.
You know, before I went into therapy, I would have let that pass, but I can't now. You see, it was completely dishonest of me to marry Justin. I knew full well I was still in love with you. Mike, that's what initially produced the guilt. That's why I'm in therapy now. I'm trying to learn to cope with it.
The Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Lava. Lava with clean scrubbing pumice gets extra dirty hands clean. And by Dry Formula Secret. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
No. You know, we've met once before, Philip, but I'm sure you don't remember. How old was this young fellow when you brought him to Chicago, Alan?
I think he was about 3, but he certainly heard me talk about you over the years. I've told him over and over again that you're the man who taught me everything I know about business.
Oh, thank you. But aren't you exaggerating just a bit?
No, I don't think so.
Philip, maybe one day you'd like to come to Chicago and spend the summer with me as your father used to. After all, you're going to want to know everything you can about my corporation, now that it's part of the conglomerate that you're going to inherit one of these days. Hmm?
I'm trying very hard to practice what I preach, but it isn't easy when every time I look over there, Vanessa is fawning all over Ben. Amanda, I'm going to tell you what you told me. No matter what Vanessa's plans are, she is not going to get to first base with Ben.
And, what are you two ladies talking about, huh?
Oh, it's just girl talk, Ross. You wouldn't be interested.
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you give me a try?
Ross, I understand that Ben made some changes in your stock proposals this afternoon?
Yes, he did. And it's wonderful to see Ben take such an active interest in your financial affairs, although I must admit it's a far cry from the Ben McFerrin who insisted he knew nothing about business and could care less.
Well, that was before we got married.
Yes, obviously. How about that, Hope? I mean, you're the authority on the old Ben McFerrin here. Did he ever take an interest in your financial matters when you two were together?
Oh, Ross, we didn't even have enough money to worry about, much less manage. Although we had... Well, what does it matter? It was a long time ago. Nobody's really interested.
No, I'd really be interested to find out what he was like back then.
Ross, don't you think you should stop worrying about Ben and start paying a little more attention to Vanessa?
Yes, Ross. We all know how demanding Miss Chamberlain can be.
For your information, ladies, Vanessa Chamberlain is not my date tonight. We are simply guests like everyone else.
Oh, well, don't let Vanessa hear you say that.
Yes, well, I'll deal with Vanessa later. Amanda, have you heard anything from your mother recently?
No, haven't you?
Oh, not a word.
Well, the last time I spoke to her, she sounded very strange. She insisted that she speak to Jennifer and kept repeating the same order over and over again.
Which was?
Mother asked Jennifer to make a list of everyone who stopped by the house to see her and anyone who called.
I wonder why she'd want her to do that.
I don't know, because Mother rarely gets unexpected visitors.
And at this point, I've got Daddy so excited about seeing your paintings, he's probably going to buy the whole lot of them.
Well, thanks, but I hope you didn't talk it up too much. You may be disappointed.
Oh, no. What one Chamberlain likes, the other Chamberlain likes. Besides, you know how much I like your work.
Well, listen, maybe we should get back to the others.
Why?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't want to get Ross jealous. We had a bit of a disagreement earlier today in his office. No sense aggravating the situation.
Ross isn't even here.
Oh, what? Where'd he go?
He went into the house with Alan. Now, where were we?
Why don't you use the phone in here, Ross? You'll have more privacy.
Thank you, Ellen, but it's a long-distance call, so I'll have the operator charge it to my home number.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Well, yes, it is, because I don't want the number to appear on your phone bill.
Who are you calling?
Well, it's just a client of mine who's out of town, but he doesn't want anybody to know where he is.
Oh, that sounds very mysterious. But then I suppose a man in your position has to be secretive sometimes.
Yes, about as often as you do, I suppose.
Oh, poor man. I'll see you after you finish.
Yes, thank you, Ellen. Yes, operator, this is a person-to-person call to Mrs. Lucille Wexler. And I'd like to charge it to my residence number.
Oh, I wouldn't have asked you to help, Tim, except that Amanda's having some important people over. I promised I'd leave the place exactly as I'd left it.
Hey, that's okay. That's the least I could do after Amanda was nice enough to let you and Kelly use her place to study.
Yeah.
What should I do with these?
Oh, you can just put them in the dishwasher.
Okay. Well, Kelly was really in a weird mood tonight when I got here.
If you thought he was weird, you should have seen him earlier. I mean, he acted as if I'd done something wrong.
Had you?
No. I mean, later I was kidding him, and I got him to smile, but... Well, then he got all angry again. I just don't get it.
I'll tell you, I don't either. He did something else tonight that was kind of strange, too.
What?
Well, you heard. He's having everyone over to his house for a swim and something to eat. He didn't invite us. He always does.
Well, I don't know. I'd rather be alone with you anyway. I mean, we don't need Kelly Nelson's food. There's a whole refrigerator full of stuff up at the main house.
That sounds good. I'd rather be alone with you, too.
But you know what I think?
What about?
Well, about Kelly not inviting us. I think that he's trying to tell us that we're too young for, well, his friends. That we're just kids.
Yeah, the water must be nice and warm. You certainly stayed in there long enough.
Well, I asked you if you wanted me to do anything before I went down, and you said no.
Well, that's because I thought Kelly would be here by now.
So what do you want me to do, go out looking for him in a wet bathing suit till I find him?
Well, maybe you better if you don't want your spare ribs to taste like charcoal.
Come on, Hillary, give a guy a break. He's taken on a lot this summer, you know?
People always find time for the things they really want to do.
Look, if you think he's out having a ball, I think you better think again. Can't be all that terrific teaching Morgan Richards chemistry and math for 2 hours every night, on top of going to med school, on top of the blood bank.
Okay, Katie, I know we're scheduled. Could we just drop it, all right?
Sure. Oh, guys. Hi, you guys. Hi, Katie. Hillary. Hi.
Hey, listen, I'm real sorry we're late, okay? Smells good.
Katie, look, why don't you get the salad stuff ready, and then we can eat.
Oh, I thought we were going to swim first.
Well, be my guest, but if that's what you could do if you want burnt spare ribs.
Oh, spare ribs. Yuck, I hate Chinese food.
They're not Chinese, they're barbecued.
Well, sure. I mean, we can swim after dinner.
I'm on my way to start the salad. Nola? Yes? How's that help me with silverware and stuff? Come on. Sure. See you later.
Come here. What was that all about? I told you I was sorry right as soon as I came in.
I'm just tired. It must be the heat.
Well, I hope that's all it is, because, I mean, with all the rest of the world going crazy, I'm dependent on you more than ever now.
What do you mean more than ever?
Well, maybe not more than ever. I mean, that's the kind of emotional exaggeration I'm always calling Morgan down for. But the first part of what I said is true, you know. I depend on you. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I guess my world is going a little crazy, too. I think that's why I jumped at Nola.
Yeah, well, she can sure get on your nerves sometimes. I know that.
Yeah, but this time it wasn't her fault.